My boyfriend's roommate from hell. God, I don't even know where to start on this. My boyfriend, we'll call him Mike, had just graduated college and got his degree in biology. He found a job cleaning cages for labs and taking care of mice or small rodents. He found a decent place to live, but it's one of those apartment complexes that you pay per room and will assign a random roommate into your room. Everything was going well for a while, until, let's call him Jake, made his life a living hell. Jake and he were getting along really well. Jake didn't have a job or any source of income, so I assumed he had money saved up from the course of his life so he could afford rent, or his parents paid for it. Jake had a little chihuahua as well. He did the dishes and took out the trash as a roommate should. Keep in mind, he had been living here since July of 2023, but recently, Mike had taken a trip for a week to visit his parents, and when he came back from that trip, it was an awful sight. The trash can was overloaded, swarming with hundreds of FLIs. There were 3 different trash bags piled up on the floor, and it was never taken out. There had also been dishes that had been sitting there in the sink for the past 2 weeks that weren't Jake's. Not only that, the smell of ammonia made the apartment smell awful. It turns out he had let the dog piss and shit on the carpets in Jake's room, and even on the coffee table in the living room. Jake had also been smoking weed and cigarettes, making Mike's clothes smell awful. But that's not even the peak of this. Jake ended up leaving because he could no longer afford rent. Mike went into his bedroom and saw cardboard boxes inside the bathroom, and there was literal poop from Mike inside the boxes, and the floors were covered in piss stains. His whole bathroom was treated like an outhouse. Mike was able to be relocated to a model room temporarily, but the complex has nowhere to put him because they're full. He still has some stuff in the old apartment and it absolutely smells horrible. What is even worse is that the roommate doing these things was very sudden and was not done previously. Turns out he was using